if you're hating on a 15-year-old girl because she was stood in the centre of a group of 5 girls, then you need to find a new hobby because so yeah, in this video I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm hiding my hair under this ridiculously huge Tokyo snapback. I know it looks a little bit weird, but my hair is such a mess at the moment. I'm going to be doing my 12 picks for the Mnet survival show Produce 48, which is a reality survival show which is quite popular in Korea. Think like Pop Star The Rivals, where they had to like make a girl band and a boy band, which Girls Aloud performed on. What is my dog doing? Sorry. But this season, because there's been 2 previous seasons of the show, a girl season and a boy season, where they formed I.O.I and 101. 101. But this season they teamed up with a Japanese super idol, idol group. Super idol group, does that even make sense? AKB48. So it's going to be a group mixed of Japanese trainees and Korean trainees. And everyone kind of knows it's to kind of emulate the success that Twice has had, having quite a few foreign members. I think it's really helped Twice with their success in Japan, so it's definitely the vibe they're trying to go for with this group. So I'm going to do 6 Japanese trainees, 6 Korean trainees, and the order's just going to be whichever one comes to my mind first. So let's get into that now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So my 6th pick for the Japanese part of the group, because I'd quite like there to be an even split, I don't know, is Miru. So she's kind of come to my attention since the last stage where she did rolling, and she got the most on-site votes for her team. Her visuals in that performance were really good. The song was really catchy. Like it gets stuck in your head, that song. Did I think it was the best performance of the night? No, I didn't. But it is very catchy and it was a lot of fun. And it almost reminded me of like, I could see a girl band doing that song and it being very successful. So yeah, she really caught my attention in that, with her like visuals and her outfit and her, you know, little like rap bit. She also did quite well when they did the dance evaluations as well, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I'm picking her as number 6, and she's risen up into the top 12 for the first time. So we'll see who can maintain their positions. But this season, the position rankings have been all over the place. People are up and down like a roller coaster. So we'll see what happens. It's all down to that final stage, isn't it? And what the national producers, the people of South Korea, who they want to vote for. So it's all in their hands really, but she's going to be my 6th pick. Number 5, I'm going to do Sakura, the most obvious choice. I'm not as kind of set on her as everyone else is. I know she's got a lot of fans, she's very popular, she's currently in the number 1 centre position. And she's one of the trainees like of the 20 left that I'm pretty sure is going to debut. I'm like 90% sure that Sakura will debut, and probably as the centre. She's getting a very similar storyline to what Somi did in Produce 101, I think. Fan favourite, not quite getting the centre position seat. But they did both prove themselves, so I think Sakura deserves to debut as well. I also love that she has a gaming channel where she played Undertale. Have a lot of time for that. So she's my number 5 pick. So number 4, I'm going to do Honda Hitomi, the secret dancing assassin of the Japanese team. Yeah, she really proved herself with her dancing at the first re-evaluation of Pick Me. And yeah, she's done pretty well on all the stages. She's also proved that she can sing pretty well. She's pretty adorable as well. So I would definitely like to see Hitomi debut as well. And moving on to like other cute people from the Japanese team that I think deserve to debut and have shown talent that they weren't aware of as first is Nako. Now she's probably one of my favourite ones. When she hit that high note in the G Friend stage, it was amazing. She hasn't gone with a main vocalist since then though, which is a little bit of a shame because I would like to see her like be a bit more confident and show her vocal abilities a bit more. She has still like performed amazingly in all the stages that she's done. I thought the last stage she did was one of my favourites. I thought all the vocals in that group were on point. I literally said in a comment section somewhere that like they could have debuted like that and with their vocals, so bit of a shame that not all the girls in that group made it through. But Nako did, which is, I guess, what counts. So I'm hoping she can show some good vocals in the final stage and that she will debut. She has been relatively high in the rankings before. She's been as high as second, I think, is the highest ranking that she's got. So I'm hoping she can debut, maybe even in the top 5 of the group. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, so she's, what even number am I on? Yeah. So next, I'm gonna say Miho. I have loved Miho since like really early on. And she, in the second ranking evaluation, she got like 27 or something, and I was like, she's not gonna get to debut, but I really, really wish that she could. But it's a shame we'll get one more stage of her and it'll be alright. And suddenly she rose up to second place. Like, I can't even, it makes me so happy because I was rooting for her and to see her like shoot up in the rankings. So I'm really hoping she can maintain that. I think a lot of people did maybe start to pay attention to her and feel maybe even sorry for her when she was the only person left in the 1000% team. All the rest of her team got eliminated and she had to get new members. And even then she just missed out on elimination really by like the skin of her teeth. So for her to rise so high is amazing, and I thought her vocals in Truth Untold, BTS songs, that what its name was, I thought that was amazing. So I'm really rooting for Miho. I hope she can do well. Come on Miho, debut! That's what people say, isn't it? So I'm hoping she can again maybe remain in the top 5, but I'd be perfectly happy if she dropped down to like 11 or something, as long as she stays in that top 12, which I think she can. I think she might be able to show her vocals in the last stage. Yes, so I think I've got one more Japanese trainee, so I'm a little bit, I don't really know who to pick. I'm going to go with Jury, because I really like Jury as well. I thought she did quite well as centre for the short hair stage, and she's been pretty good throughout. Obviously she gets complimented a lot on her Korean pronunciation, I think, as well, and she definitely has a good like relationship with quite a lot of the other trainees. So I don't know if she's relatively low in the rankings. I think that is my 6 Japanese trainees. I'm now going to move on to my 6 Korean trainees. I am really struggling to get it just down to 6. Right now I've got like 7 or 8, so I just need to go in the moment like how I feel. And we'll see how it goes. Now let's get into the 6 Korean trainees. So I do apologise if the lighting's changed a bit. I'm relying on quite a lot of natural lighting and clouds. It is the UK after all. So 6th on my Korean list. I've really struggled to round it down, but I'm gonna go with Yujin. Such a decision, because I was stuck whether to say Yujin or Kayun, and oh, I don't really know. They're gonna share it. They're gonna share SIP. Okay, I'm gonna name 13 people. Sue me. So Yujin and Kayun are like my joint picks, I guess. Yujin has slipped quite a bit in the rankings. I think it's because she took that centre role that used to be Kayun's, and quite a lot of people got annoyed with that, but you know, if you're hating on a 15-year-old girl because she was stood in the centre of a group of 5 girls, then you need to find a new hobby, because really like petty, and you know, it was a group decision I don't really know what else to say on that, but she has been doing pretty well. She's one of the ones that kind of caught my eye in the first episode. She got a lot of screen time in the first couple of episodes. So there's a few other people in other seasons that have done that, like caught people's eyes from the get-go and went on to debut, so it'd be nice if she could. But I don't know, she has been slipping a bit in the rankings, so we'll see how well she does. Same with Kyan. She slipped down a bit, but she's gone back up again. So she was the first centre, first person to get the first place position. We've had a different person every single time this season, so I don't really know how to factor that in terms of will she debut, will she not debut. If she can maintain her position that she's in now, then yes, she definitely can, and I think that she can pull it off. And the thing is, she tends to try and do a lot of like more sexy vibes, but a lot of the vibes that the stage is going for, they want her to be more cute, which makes sense because she's performing with people that are literally still children. They're like 14 years old, so I get that. Fifth, I'm gonna go for I.O.I. Again, her vocals were amazing. She deserved that top position ranking. She did slip a bit, whether that's because she was doing rapping instead of main vocal, maybe, but then the rest of her team didn't do that well, which is a shame because I really liked Rumour, and it's getting a lot of like good attention and like charts and stuff. It comes up on all like the K-pop playlists and like Apple Music and Spotify, and I think Rumour is a really good song, so it's really sad that quite a lot of their group didn't make it through. But yeah, I.O.I. has got amazing vocals. I think visually she's quite good. I get what they were saying, that she looks a bit like a rapper. I kind of get that. Also her friendship with I.O.I. is quite cute as well, so if they could debut together that would be pretty cool. Yeah, but she's not going to have a big vocal part, it looks like, in the next song, but hopefully she can still like steal the show with her, was it like 2 words that she's got to sing. So next I'm going to go for Yina. I'm sorry if I'm butchering all the pronunciation. I think my Japanese pronunciation is a little bit better than with Korean names. I'm kind of try and listen to their names as much as I can. But Yina Oyen. I think she's got such an amazing personality, and her voice is kind of unique as well. She's quite low in the rankings at the moment, and it'd be quite good to see her debut. Then again, she's so next I'm going to go with Kang I.O.I. Now I liked I.O.I. for quite a while when she was still lower in the rankings, so just like with Miho, seeing her rise was quite good. I get that her talent isn't that good, and she's kind of the Sohee of the season, Sohee season. But I think she's a little bit more talented than Sohee, and I think she's got more personality, and there was definitely shown a more confidence sometimes through her relationship with the other girls. And I also like her rapping. I think she took like a brave choice to like continue doing rapping, even though she wasn't comfortable with it at first, and that's quite an admirable quality, and I think would serve her quite well in the industry if she's willing to adapt and try new things. Yeah, she just need to be a bit more confident, but I definitely think she might be on track to debut. Again, the only one I'm 100% sure on is Sakura. So next I'm going to do Lee Chae-yeon. So obviously, as I said, I watched 16. We didn't get to see that much of her on 16 as she was the first one eliminated, so I don't think we really got to see her sing. I think the only stages performances she did was dancing, and it was very clear from that she lacked confidence with the photo shoot, and her confidence is an issue that's plagued her on this and Produce 48 as well. But I think, you know, going back up in the rankings after dropping, it's definitely going to give her a big confident boost, and she is an amazing dancer, and her singing is really good as well. So I'm so disappointed that we missed out on that on 16. We got to see her sister absolutely saying it, but it'd be good to see her final debut, and I'm rooting for her like 100%, and I really think she can do it. Yeah, I really hope she can. For a while I thought she was going to slip and it wasn't going to happen. but I've got a lot of confidence in her now, and she's shown that she's a great leader. So a lot of good qualities that would be very beneficial to a girl group. And finally, it's Kwon Yunbi. I love Yunbi. She slipped quite a bit in the last ranking, but between the first and the second, she did maintain the same position. So again, the girls from Rumour didn't perform that well in the rankings, even though their song is doing so well now. But I think that quite a lot of the voting maybe took place before Rumour started taking off a bit more. So we'll see how Rumour still doing quite well now can help her. She's doing main vocal again. I get her vocal isn't the strongest or the most powerful out of the main vocalists we've seen and the other vocalists in her team. But I've liked her since the first episode, so I'm really hoping she can debut as well. So this has been my 12-13 top picks for the debut group of Produce 48, and hopefully soon we'll get to find out what the group's name is going to be, what their overall concept is. I'm hoping not something too cutesy, something quite similar to I.O.I would work. I think it all depends what members make it into the band and what can adapt, and who can adapt to what different concepts, because we will see. And I might film a reaction to the final episode. I already watched everything about 24 hours after it airs. I wait for the English subs, so I will have to avoid Twitter for a whole 24 hours. But if that is something that someone is interested in seeing me do, even if it's just one person, I will do it. It will be after I finish work on the Saturday, so it will be quite a while after the episode, and I'll have to eat dinner at the same time. It'll be like when I vlogged me watching the rugby. There will be pizza, so I can do that for you. I'll work out a setup for it, and I will see you in the grand finale of Produce 48, and let's hope all our favourite girls debut. Okay, bye!